this has invaded my timeline. Something crazy. Safaree and the Erica Mena situation. Safaree, known as to be a rapper, producer, love and hip hop guest. Um, Him and his ex-wife, Erica Mena, he released a video, a home video of her uh, getting a ladder and climbing over the fence of his house to get into, to break in. Also shows a video of her destroying property, of her punching and hitting him in front of the kids in his home. He released that footage on her doing that. What do you think about that?
If he was smart, he should have used that in child support court. You know what I'm saying? To showcase, hey, this is how she's acting, da 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 da. This is how she's acting when she's picking up kids in my home, my domain, and she's attacking me. That would have been a perfect scenario to use in child support to win your case. You know what I'm saying? But you put out in public forum. I don't know. Like, I don't see what was the point of it. That it would have been better if you did it in court. You know what I'm saying? Where it would have mattered more so than the public opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter on public opinion, but on record, when you go into court for disputes with child support, you know what I'm saying? That's really the issue. You know what I'm saying? It's a child support, so why don't you situate it then with that evidence? That would have been more than enough you need to win over your case. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's joint custody, full custody, whatever you want, reduce child support payments, this, that, and the third. But I don't understand the point of it being released through the public forum. But I don't see the point of it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I get the point that you're making. Like, yo, make this work for you. You got this footage, make it work for you. I think this footage was released in the sense of public opinion, for people to form their opinion against her.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I get that. Hopefully,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, he also used it before getting out public opinion properly to situate whatever cases or situations we have no idea about between them.
right.
Situate his better position, and of course, the public opinion is gonna be swayed your way anyway because we can see the footage. So
Yeah,
there's no denying it after that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
there's gonna be some outliers out there that's still gonna sidestep what they see and
yeah,
still, you know what I'm saying? Still
yeah.
find a way to place victimhood and place blame on Safaree. And you know what I'm saying? I just hope he uses strategically in other aspects on top of it being out there publicly.
Yeah. I mean, what you're saying makes a lot of sense, but this is what I think why he released the video. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really believe is more so for public, perception and opinion of her and how she's moved and how her history, like she has a history of putting her hands on men. Like, I've seen videos of her putting her hands on one of her exes. I think happened to be like the father of her first child, which is, I think he's like a teenage boy at this point in time. We've seen, well, the world have seen that. I've seen it, I should say. Um, you've seen her behavior with one of her ex-girlfriends, since Santana. You've seen, the behavior with her in Safaree. So, it doesn't look good for her. People have constantly give this lady passes on the type of energy she's put out in her own relationship amongst black women as well. Y'all know I hate saying black because, that's not what we are. We're melanated folks. If we're not one and the same, then you can't garner a differential, because she had made a statement about one particular woman who was melanated, about her being a monkey and looking like a monkey. So she's had some history of some real sketchiness, and there's been a pass here, pass there every single time. So in this particular situation, what people are not really realizing and not really focused on, Because I've seen the comments, and the women is like, what did he do to make her get a ladder and to climb over his because it's pretty high. It's not like a regular fence. It was pretty high, and for her to climb over the thing and for her to be knocking on his door unannounced and unattended, and it's like, yo, it doesn't matter what he do, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to have some sort of self control. I say it all the time, every single show when we talk about men and women. Learn the tools to have the uncomfortable conversation and being resolution based. If you can't do that, then one, you definitely should not be having no kids. But you shouldn't have a relationship with somebody that you can't have the uncomfortable conversation with and be resolution based on top of that. You like this person and love this person. At some point you gave this person the ultimate submission. I don't understand women that give their body, you're giving your body is the ultimate submission, but you can't sit there and have a, a conversation with somebody that can be productive. So that, like, so when people say, "Oh," from the comments that I read, "Oh, what did he do?" There's no justification of her doing that, because at the end of the day, what people are not talking about, regardless of what he does, regardless of what she does, this affects their children, especially when it's done in front of them, especially when they're still toddlers. They're gonna remember this. They're gonna see this. Most domestic violence situations is learned behavior. It's learned behavior. When people have really domestic violence is because they didn't learn the tools of anything else. They seen an older cousin or older sister or mommy and daddy get into it because the mindset is, if this person don't hit me, then they don't love me. If I don't show my aggressive side, then she's not going to understand how much I care for her, and vice versa. Those are tools of toxic behavior. So we don't learn the tools to do vice versa. So at the end of the day, who it really affects is the children. And this is going to be behavior that they're going to learn, and it's going to be an ongoing cycle unless they're able to unless they're able to have the uncomfortable conversation and be resolution based and do different behaviors and tools in front of their children. Because that's crazy for a child to see mommy on top of the gate, jump down, walk through the door, bust open, glass all over the floor, and carrying on. That's not a good look either. It's not a good look either, regardless if this person's not great at communicating. You got to find a way to still communicate and be resolution based for your children. Because at the end of the day, that's who matters the most at the end of the day, especially if you're doing it in front of them. So yeah, so and it's getting nastier and nastier. She just released a video saying, "Don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for what I had to go through." That's her response to the video. Then there's another video she dropped where she's filming her daughter saying that Safaree had kicked their son and told their son that he's not their father. And this is what the little girl is saying in the video. So, like, these things are getting nasty, and you would think you would want to keep the kids out of this stuff, but and he's going on to say that he should have read the signs that her older son didn't want to have anything to do with her, and it hasn't lived with her you know in years. So, you know again, learning tools to have the uncomfortable conversation to be resolution based, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I